plans and shenanigans. What I want to do is improve wing text. So I was looking the other day, realized I've already got wing textures here. What I'm gonna do first up is get this, copy and paste it onto here. A little temporary texture out of the graphics. I think my computer can handle it. I'm a little worried about it, but guess we'll find out the hard way. So let's take a peek at Everest. Graphics King, welcome. Oh, this one. Okay, so actually, hang on. Is that King? It is you, King. Welcome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this. We're gonna go into it. Like this. The editor is that unwrapped. Now, is grab feathers have I have to go back. Nobody! Hello! Welcome! The fish looks amazing, by the way. He's so cute. Is he stuffed yet? Are you gonna stuff him? Grab this here, and then the texture, even though it's set. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Nobody says thanks. He's done. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Sishik, welcome. King says hi, Miss Nobody. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to open it up in a choice, and yeah, fix these wings. Well, really hoping not to have to do, but it's okay. See? Could instead take this wing. Yeah. So swap. Surface base color. Why are you in? Right, I've got an invert node on that. And I know what's going on. Right, I've got an that there. That'll make it all stuff. Geek says hello. I see your ... save. Sijik says, what's that mean? Yeah, I'm also curious. King, what are you implying? Crab. And hi King. Don't worry, I say also. We're working on the biblically accurate VTuber model. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to get the texture, these wings in the background, onto these wings here, just as like a preview kind of thing. That one. So let's take the again X. Then is I wanna no, we can hide the body for now. Line up these roughly this. So up. And again, this is just for previewing purposes. This isn't like the final solution. Scuzzy, welcome back! Scuzzy says, hi Sajik, hi King, hi Sleepy, hi Scuzzy. King, oh shoot, sorry, I haven't got the dice thing up yet. I'll get it up right away. There we go. Okay, should be active now. Give me sass. Wait, who's sassing Scuzzy? Also, loving the new rave emote. It's looking so much better than I initially thought it would. Scuzzy says, respect your elders. You're not that old, Scuzzy. You're not nearly old enough to be saying shit like that. Old as the sun. Scale this X. That'll do. Hit you like. I think we scale you. That'll do. Start in place. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're Uriel. Image. I've been bamboozled. Angel con. Yes, we are using the. There it is. Oh, cause. Oh, 3. Yes! Okay. Well, hang on. Better off using it. Go ahead and switch. There we go. That looks better. Hi, Scuzzy. What I miss? Feel. Oh, don't give me sass, folks. Why not? I liked my sass. I have other reasons not to sass me. Why not? I thought you liked my sass. King says, don't give him sass. What? Not, Fox. Again, why not? What? You're not cool. I thought that was the whole reason you came to these streams. Why are you here if not for Fox sass? King says, yeah, Fox. Yeah. King says, yeah, Fox. King says, Fox being Fox and not paying attention. I'm sorry for 3D modeling on this 3D modeling stream. Oh yeah. Wait, we missed the spot. Oops. Ah, missing a spot to having too many. King says, yes, you're streaming. Pay attention to your viewers. Scuzzy, how you doing, buddy? Aside from being, cripplingly disturbed by my sass, apparently. I don't know. I don't know, barrel roll. Yeah, do a barrel roll. Okay, so that's that part. There's also this bit here. I guess. Oh, that's not you. Back body. Yeah, that's that part. That. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, so now we're onto the backside. Has a lot more layers to it. But that's okay. Figure it out. Okay. Yeah, so this one here to be... Hope Mizuki has a good day. Yeah. Cheek says, don't tell the fox what to do. Yeah, you expect me to do the exact opposite. Today says, I'm disturbed by today. Today is a hot and humid shitty day, full of work and annoying co-workers. I sometimes want to push down the stairs. Oh no, what did they do? King rolls a 10 and a 7. Sorry, Mizuki. Yeah. Dice, the dice are in a mood again, I see. It's okay, King. Well, the dice will get over it eventually. So now we've got to read this stuff. Gently. Yeah. Yeah. And again, this is just to give us a idea of what's not hugely concerned how this works. Like how this in the end. So I should, because this has got transparency on it, I should put that. King says, damn y'all in a mood. What? Oh, Scully says working with closed-minded people is already a pain. Oh no. Scully says, but also dumbasses have not seen anything beyond that whole lot of censorship. Anon, welcome back. Hey y'all, how you doing? Good. How are you? But yeah, it sounds like you're really dealing with some shit at work, Scuzzy. I'm so sorry. Ooh, plug in the alpha channel here into here. There we go. Now we've got alphas. Make these even better. King says, hi Hanon. Hanon says, hi Scuzzy and King. King says, I still need an emote. Huh? King, what do you mean by I still need an emote for you? Hanon says, I'm good, wonderful. Scuzzy says, hi Creeper. Hanon says, my Chromebook perma-crashed. That sounds not good. Scuzzy says, so Hanon, do I call you Hanon or Dranach? I think it's Hanon is a Dranach. I mean, I guess, like, if you ran into a person, you could call them person, but I don't think they'd appreciate being, if you were to come into a room, I'd be like, oh, hey, rat. You know, I call you Scuzzy, because you're Scuzzy. King says also, Sanji call him Hanon Scuzz. Huh? Oh, Draenor is, Hanon's, pond race. Uh, kind of like a spider dragon creature. Kro, welcome! Bro, did you see the picture in, the server that, nobody posted? I told them all about your plushie adventures. Sancho, welcome! Because it says, and I don't mind being called rat, even if someone came in and said, sup rat, I wouldn't even bat an eye. Okay, that's fair. Scale the X a little. It's in place as well. Alternatively, not, and instead, uh, yes, we can. Bro says, let me check. Okay. King says, hi, Krat. Oh, At? Bro says, I saw the shark plushie. Oh, it's a fish. Which is, I mean, I guess sharks are a kind of fish. So close enough. Sancho says, off work a bit early. Ah, well, welcome back, Sancho. How are you enjoying the new Scrungle, by the way? Is it to your liking? Yeah. Mordor! Yes, we love good Mordor. Oh yes, because he says, hi, Crow, and commits murder. Hanon says, important info, my little bro is a furry too. He might pop in. Oh, wonderful. He says, hi, Sancho. King says, hi, Sand. Sancho says, I have 4 shark plushies. You have another plushie maker in chat. Oh my god. How do I attract so many plushie makers? I swear I don't have a type. But if I did, it would probably be plushie makers. Okay, look. So let's grab all the. We've got to do box selects for these. Not messing that up twice. Times. Yeah. Then grab all blood. Well. Also, not that anyone asked, but work on getting the Minecraft server is coming along great. I think we just about got everything set up. I broke something while trying to add something earlier today, but I should have that fixed tomorrow. But yeah, and then we'll be all ready to play Minecraft on the weekend. I hope everyone's excited. Pro says, yay, so many plush makers, absolutely. Sancho says, I love this jungle. Yay, I'm glad you like them. King says, make Fox riding a shark. Renak says, what's the age minimum for Twitch? I don't know. I think it's 13. I'm pretty sure it's 13. Oh, maybe it depends on your country. Sancho says, doing a set of Orb Kobold Squeaker plushies for now. Ooh, cool. It says, legit having a dream today. I was playing Minecraft with you guys. I think my brain is excited. Awesome. So much hype. Oh, hang on, one more set of feathers left to bring in. And then we can get to tweaking. Actually, I think grab these feathers here for this. Yeah. Make more sense. Actually, hang on. I gotta find a nice patch. Top block would be best. Out like that. Grab this. Out a bit. Alright, I think that gets the idea across. Yep, that's good. That's good. The whole point of this is just to get, like, a vibe. Let's see. King says, I may or may not have broken my PC screen. Oh no. Why'd you do that? Hanon says, oh shit, my brother might not be able to be here. Yeah. Maybe? Oh, Hanon says it's 13 shit. Scotty says, I think I might dream of pushing someone down the stairs. My dream wants that very much after today. Damn, you really have had a rough day, Scuzzy. It's okay, buddy. You're safe now. The dum-dums can't hurt you here. Hanon says... King says, me too. Hanon says, dreamt some weird shit last night. Oh, okay. King says, Fox, if a slime was cut in half, would there be two? I don't know. Depends on the, I'm pretty sure on the speculative biology of slimes. Definitely an interesting thought experiment. King says, oh, Hanok says, do not ask me about my dreams, they're embarrassing. King says, you have dreams? Are you surprised that other people have dreams? Okay, so let's do some color picking real quick. Get all these, feathers in line. If we flat white, grab this, color pick of here. Okay, we're gonna need to do a proper shader for this. Go ahead and grab, let's... Okay, this. And then back to these fellas, and these. Not that. Okay, cool. Have a baseline. Get and hang on. Base. Wait, no. There's our base. And This is our darker tone. And grab all this. See it. And don't even know what. Yeah, yeah, and then we'll split that into that as well. Okay, cool. So we'll map this feather stuff later. Now I think looking pretty good. Intersection. So blue. Much grayer. Why are you so blue? Oh, I know. What if we color pick it from in here? Uh, I don't know. Yeah, if we color pick it in here, we should get a much represent we got. Um, who says my friends always have that naked dreams, but I've never had those before. Oh, I've had them. Not that I'm like shy about it though. I have weird naked dreams where I'm just like, you know, running naked in a forest or something. They generally are really good, but like my naked dreams are a really good time. Hanon says I've had none. Oh. Oh. Joe says I want to climb in a box. I do not have a box. Oh no. Actually, if you go down to your local, like, okay, at least you're in Australia. If you go down to your local supermarket, like when the Nightfill people are like doing their thing, and ask them nicely, they'll generally give you like a like the tissue paper boxes. The boxes the tissue boxes come in are really quite large, and they're actually very nice to hide in. I've got a couple of those. You get them for my cat. He loved them. Uh, like yeah, whenever I had like some spare time, I'd go down to the shops, get a whole bunch of boxes, and assemble them back at home for him to play in. Uh, Canon says, JK, I've had some of those. Oh, okay, interesting. King says, when I sleep, I just black the last. It's just black the last dream I had was when I had a sleep demon shaped of a spring trap. Oh, hi. Nook says, I have really, really weird dreams. Says, I'll have nothing to do with canon. He says, I've had sleep paralysis. But that was when I was a kid and I had a very high fever. Is that like? I've never experienced sleep paralysis. I've heard of other people having it. It sounds terrifying. Hanon says, although recently they've had a recurring character. I had it one time when I was sleeping on the couch. He says, the boxes with Scuzz, not Ike. Relax, the name is wrong. Relax, the name. Hey, wait, what? No, Scuzz says I want to climb into a box. What? He says sleep paralysis was scary as shit the first time. Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. Like, it sounds like it's terrifying, but what happened? Kind of like fishing for more deets. I mean, it's okay if you don't want to share. I understand, but you know, you do. I'm very interested. Okay, let's do the same for this one. Okay, cool. So what was the HDR, the background lighting that was causing our color picks to be off? Now we've accounted for that. There we go. Much closer. Alright, cool. Scotty says, I still remember I had 3 demon creatures. I don't know, very cool looking fuckers. The things the mind comes up with. King says, how many times have you had it also... It is fun, Hanon. No idea what you're trying to say, King. Oh. Oh, right. Hanon says, sounds fun. The sleep paralysis. Scotty says, have you seen Lights Out, the horror movie? I don't think so. It's kinda like that demon, but 3 of them and way taller. Oh, okay. Yow. Which point? Nope. Nope. There it is. Catching the light differently. Much differently. Light's so weird. Did I color pick these wrong? Last time there were 2, and now they're 2. What's going on? RGB. Actor. Color pick from here. Back ones, I guess. And then the highlights. Um, this guy says Google the lights out demon. Very fun looking. Okay. I would if the text thing had let me. There we go. Come on. There we go. Got it. Scotty says, not to Fox to King. Okay. Scotty says, don't remember the rest because my fevered ass started yelling. Turns out I can yell in my sleep. And that woke the entire house and my 9-year-old terrified ass. Oh no. Because he said, Hanon says, King, I suggest you shush. Because he says, oh, and Fox, I recommend you watch Lights Out. Really good movie. And not that old. Okay. I'll have a look. Lights Out Demon. Alright, let's try. Oh, okay. Interesting. Any buzz? Alright, well, yeah, I'll give that a go sometime. Looks like fun. Okay, so now that we've done that, yeah, on. Oh dear, I done goofed. Alright, let's plug you back into. Uh, and assign them. Yeah, that'll do. Frontliner. Done. Scuzzy says, Lights Out was a small budget movie, and I think we all know that small budget horror movies are the best. Heck yeah. Um, all my favorite, well, actually, most of my favorite horror movies, like really, really old, but Thing had a tiny budget, relatively speaking. Rose says, oh, I finished The Sleeping Art. Oh, wonderful. I'd love to see. King says, Dranak these days. Hanon says, I won't say details here. No, John. King says, yo, Crab Bomb, is it good to be a fast drawer? Pro says, the drawing is in our box. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, that's so precious. Mind if I share it on stream? Yeah, yes, okay. This is latest masterpiece. That's Theon Greyjoy sleeping with Ramsay Bolton's dogs. I don't know if any of y'all have read slash watched read Ice and Fire or watched Game of Thrones, but yeah, this is a scene from the. Wow, you really feel it, Crow. Well, I had a second one, but it's depressing, so I spoiled. Doggos. Did a really good job with these dogs. I love how like sharp the faces are. They have a cool style. Like all these sharp angles. They look very fun. Sharp angles. Beautiful. Crow says, wait, it's the Winter Direwolf. Oh, Winterfell Direwolves. But yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is Ramsay. Okay, I see. Hanok says, Poppers, yes. Beautiful. Well done, Crow. Says the second drawing has Ramsay's dogs. Lol. Ah, okay, so it's like a part one, part two sort of thing. I see. Thing comes out of here. How are we doing for polygon? Currently it's 70 over budget, and we only have one set of wings. Yeah, still way over budget with our polygon. Let's take a peek at where our polygons are. The body has about 50k. 70. So that only leaves 20k for the rest of, like, for the hair and the wing. Which isn't enough. Down the poly count. Hide the wing. The edit mode. Snooper. Really, it just seems like the bulk, the polygon weight is in these edges, ridges. If we would get rid of all those, you know, you'd half the poly count instantly. Canon says, I managed to sketch my Sony yesterday. I forgot the wing. Oh, wonderful. I did it IRL. So, oh, hi, nobody. Wait, nobody? Oh, nobody. Nobody says pretty. Yeah, it is very pretty. They did such a good job with those doggos. Adam says, I might take a picture tomorrow. Got all my shit taken out of my room. I hid stuff. Okay. King says, yeah, since the beginning. Yes, nobody's been here in spirit the whole time. Gosh darn. No, I left that we can guns from. I have to come up with something really tricky. But lots and lots of detail in these hands. These, like, wholesome polygons from here. I don't think these knuckles need quite this much detail. As it looks. Canon says, Fox, have you heard of the music maker F7? Nope, never heard of him. Let's go ahead and merge. Yeah, let's merge these. I think we can a couple of extra polygons out of here without changing it. Yeah, that doesn't change. Yeah, we can easily get rid of a couple of polygons here. That's center. Get the chance. Listen, I'll think about it. What kind of music do they make? Alright, that's gotten down a couple of polygons. Actually, that's gotten down a good amount of polygons. Let's keep culling. I think we can zip these up. Not really change anything. Like all of these. And then we can collapse the... Actually, let's test it. W... Actually, no. M, and then collapse. Nope. Perfect. That. Hi. And what are you doing? Get out of here. Now it says F7 does techno, EDM, and electro trap. Oh, okay, cool. Station, I hate, I love. And welcome. Oh man, long time no see. How you doing, Osrian? Hanon says I might not be here in 1 hours. Loan a computer and I'll have to return it to the school library. Okay. Alright. Collapse. And... Alright. Oh wow, we've already down... What, two? No. Like 1,000 polygons. Okay, that's good. Off to an excellent start. Oh yeah, so... Collapse the... And I don't think it really makes much difference. Makes a bit of... Alright, that's cool. Yeah. So we can... Same for here. Okay, that's gotten us a... King says, I was just saying how I love Mizuki. Also, Anon says, hey, Chaos. Hi, Chaos. Oh, Chaos? Oh, Chaos says hello. Hello, Chaos. Welcome. Anon says, I'm gonna go make a BRB. Oh, good luck. Anon says, I'm still here. Yay. Says, hi, Chaos. I don't think we need quite this much detail in these hands. Let's collapse down some. Yeah, we only need one line in between these things. It is a bit of overkill. Actually, it's a lot of overkill. Actually, one's probably overkill. Collapse into them. Anyway, for now, we'll get rid of it later if it's like... Grabbing all the edges and collapse them down when we're done. Lily! Oh, Lily, welcome! Hound says, I use Tinkercad World software. Oh, okay. Well, if it gets the job done, and, you know, it's a place to start. Lily, how you doing? Welcome back! Alright, let's collapse the... Wait, no. Collapse. Awesome, that's another 1,000 polygons. We're getting there, we're making stuff happen. Lily says, perfect! Oh, wonderful! I'm glad you're doing too. Hannon says, hi Lily! Crow says, nice! For anyone who doesn't know, Lily's one of our OGs. So glad you're back, Lily. Alright, what if we hypothetically solve the... Then, up the... out of... Oh, okay, so we don't need any of those, really. Alright, cool. Just gotta find a way to... Fact. Well. Yeah. We can get rid of a lot of polygons. Yeah. Uh, Canon says, forgot to mention, I've been running 4 hours of sleep for the past 3 days. That is not good. Maybe consider getting some sleep. Lily says, Fox, did I miss something funny when I wasn't here? You missed a lot of funny. um, I'm not really sure how to recap everything. Like, it's been gone for a while. It's a lot to recap. I'm glad you're back, though. Lily says, I wasn't home, so I couldn't come to your stream. That's okay. I'm glad you're back. Were you off on some adventures? Says, you missed when I mentioned my dreams and I avoided a question about them. Says, I sure some of you started you the... And I'll do. And yeah, that's really helping to pull down our poly count. Let's go! Be a pain to get these in. Yeah, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. He says, yeah, I had adventures, wonderful! Canon says, no. Fox, Lily says, Fox, how does the oh. It's coming along. Got so far. Got feet, got... I don't know if we had the wings done when you were here last, but... There's the wings. Yeah. Hair changed? Yes, we've had a hair redesign. I think it'll look pretty cool when it's got a bone here and some sticks and flopping around. Same with the fringe. It's gonna be great. Running and jumping. We got feet. Yeah, it's feet now. Love the feet. That was a very popular stream for some reason. We had a lot of people arrive for that. Dad, I want to eat the model's fingers. Like, gummy coated with crunch to it. Pro says King is known. Fox! Yes? What's up? Alright, let's see. Not really necessary. Hannah says, I gotta go. I might be back. Okay, good luck, Hannah. Hey. Edges. Actually, hang on. Easier to collapse. I need to get in the way. Lily says, you still didn't add the mute high stream. Oh, I'd completely forgotten about that. This is what happens when you don't remind me. Man, I've actually got a few alerts that I want to add. Um, I'll probably remember to add that when I do get around to adding more alerts. All right. Collapse done, and look pretty much changed. Go. Now we can go in and dissolve these. Because yeah, they were holding some form, but not nearly enough to justify the poly count. They says, "How should I remind you?" Don't worry, I'll get it done. I mean, there's no real point in reminding me because I just don't have the time for it. Well, it's not really so much that I'm forgetting. It's just that getting the opportunity. Books, I got a lot I'm doing. For example, we're gonna be having a Minecraft event soon. We're playing Cobblemons. It's basically Pokemon's in Minecraft. It's gonna be a good time. Lily, if you have Minecraft Java Edition and you want to join us, Lily says that's what I mean. Wait, what? King says, "Hey, let's barrel these off." Actually, can I? Hang on. Try this off. So, but if I like this face, so yeah, and I go E. Oh, you do get the right faces. Wonderful. That's gonna save me so much time. Yeah. Oh, Blender, you're so smart. Ah, genius. Like says, my PC is broken again. Sorry, I need to buy a new one. Oh, what happened to this one? I think you said that your sister broke. And then, I don't know, maybe, I guess you got a new one after that? Damn. But you don't have a good track record with. Okay, so this one's placing them in. That's okay. Really want them cutting across. Okay. Uh, King says, where were you? They says, I'm not really careful with my stuff. Ah, yeah. Some people are like that. Some people have a phone for 100 years, other people will have it for 24 hours before they smash the screen. Are you just unlucky? Or are you clumsy? Like, I mean... Oh, we got it down to 66k! Nice. Yeah, these hands are way, way overmarked. Lily says you can say clumsy. Aw. Hanon says you get no details. No one's asking. Hanon, don't. But no one cares. Like, we're not interested in that. Just drop it. That's done, that's done, that's done. Got a little bit too much noise in here for my liking, but I think that's gonna be okay. Okay, that's okay, that's awesome. TeddyCon, welcome! Hi Teddy, come. Yeah, King, you know what? I think that deserves a timeout, King. Yeah, timeout button, there we go. Yeah, just have a breather, buddy. You're getting a little spicy. You've been a bit spicy for a while, so let's just, give King a moment to breathe. Um, he says, Mom! Alright, yeah, that was the thing. Bro says, Lily! This your outfit looks cute, Fox. Oh, thank you. I made it myself. I'm a 3D modeler, in case you didn't notice. In case the thing on screen wasn't a giveaway. Uh, is the whole thing. Although it's currently, yeah. Ah, hello. Lily says, since when is Mom a mod? I don't, I think the crow deserves to be mod. It's been a little while ago. Yeah. Was it only a week ago? Feels like it's been forever. Uh, Teddy says this model must be hard work for you. It really is. Well, I mean, yeah, it is a lot of work to get these models done. But, I don't know, I've been doing this for long enough. It's all kind of, muscle memory. Like, it's just putting in the time for it. You know, once you get the skills down, it's not really hard work. It's just a lot. I don't know if there's a difference. Billy says, sorry, Crow says, I think Phil gave it to me recently. Billy says, I don't like that. Oh. Says, lol, I haven't used the power yet. Billy says, now she can time out me. Crow says, Chaos shoots fast. Chaos does shoot fast. Crow says, nah. Why would Crow need to time out you, Lily? So well behaved. Lily says, yeah, Crow says Lily behaves well. Exactly. Then he says, imagine if you forgot not to save up Blender crashes. Actually, not so much of a problem as you'd think, because Blender has phenomenally good, or like, crash recovery. I've never... Like, back when I was using Windows and it was crashing regularly, because Windows is a piece of shit software, and everyone should switch to Linux, didn't matter how many times Windows crashed, I'd lose, like, top 60 seconds of work, thanks to Blender's amazing recovery. Like, I'm so, like, seriously, up here, file, you've got two different recoveries. You've got, recover last session and recover autosave. It autosaves, like, every 5-10 minutes, depending on what you save it to. And the last session thing, if it crashes, it'll, like, if it notices it's crashing, it'll very quickly autosave. And so you very rarely use anything. It's not amazing. Use the latest update in Blender. I have two versions of Blender on my computer. I have 4 and 5. because I've got a previous project that I need a bunch of plugins, Blender, work, and that haven't been updated for 5 yet. And I have 5 for this project because I like to use the latest one for my tutorial stuff, just so I'm teaching the most recent stuff. Lily says, Fox always rage baited me. I did no such thing! And then Fox rage baited me and laughed. I mean, yeah, but I laugh at a lot of things. But yeah, I started recently using the Steam version of Blender, because it automatically updates, and I was just constantly forgetting to update my Blender. Like, I was on 4.0 right up until 5 came out. No, I think it was 4.01 right up until 5 came out. And then I was just like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. I need someone. I need an adult. I need an adult to handle my Blender updates. Teddy says, some joke Fox can handle, but don't cross the line. I guess? I mean, everyone needs boundaries. Lily says, that's not funny. Wait, huh? Lily says, that's not funny, though. I don't understand what's going on, Lily. Is there something I should know about? Hanon says, I had pizza again today. Ah, congratulations. You do love a good pizza. Alright, so anywhere else we can scratch some polygons from? There's quite a few polygons in here. If we made, like, this is... I love these 3 plates here. The way they kind of, like, feed into everything else. Hi, Polly. Hanon says, I didn't eat dinner. I didn't want breakfast either. Oh no, you feeling okay? Lily says, Fox, redeem Fox food recipe. Teddy says, Lily mad, Crow's a mod. I think Crow's the last person who'd ever time out Lily. Mostly because Lily listens to Crow when they tell them off. So timeouts are kind of redundant. No, I'm a good kid. Yes, Lily. Good. Very precious. Crow says, lol, like father, like daughter. Exactly. Hannah says, no one can ever rage bait me online, lol. We're not gonna put that to the test, are we, chat? We're a good, we're well behaved here. I made a really good pizza last night. So, I find the trick to making a good pizza is... Okay. So, first of all, making the pizza dough. You want to get yourself about 2 cups of flour, about 1 cup of water, maybe a little less. And then a teaspoon of yeast, a teaspoon of sugar, and a teaspoon... Wait, no, a tablespoon of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of salt. You want to put in the hot water. It needs to be hot, not like boiling hot, but like hot enough that it's unpleasant to touch. You put that in the bottom of a mixing bowl, and then you pop in your yeast. Scatter your yeast on top of that, and you just kind of like let it vibe for a minute, and then you scatter your flour. Like, ideally sift it through like a little sieve thing, and yeah, that on top of the yeast / water. And then on top of that, and then on top of that, your salt and sugar, and then you stir it in. You don't want the salt to touch the yeast directly, straight away, but yeah, then you kind of like knead it together, and you knead it, and you knead it, and you knead it, and about 15 minutes of beating the shit out of this dough ball. Teddy says, trust me, the internet meter has a lot of people who get easily rage baited. Yeah, it's very true. Hannah says, IRL, it's easy to rage bait me. Not fun. No, yeah, we don't like bullies. Yeah. Bully free zone. Gray says, I'm bad with sarcasm, I just get confused instead of rage baited. Same! I've always struggled with sarcasm. Anyway, you pummel your dough for about 15 minutes. And then when it's all done, leave it in a warmish area, like in the sun or something. With maybe a towel over the top of it, for about 15 minutes at least. Somewhere between 15 and 45 minutes. So half an hour is a good time. And then once that's done, you separate it into the right size ball. And then you, if you're going to use it right away, you make it into little pizza doughs, or you can just chuck it in the fridge overnight. Ideally, leaving it to rest in the fridge overnight is the best way to go. And then, yeah, you've got your pizza dough. You can roll it out. Then you put your tomato sauce on top of your flattened out pizza dough, and then you put some mozzarella cheese on that, and then you put it in the oven for a little bit while the cheese melts just a bit, and then you pull it out, and then you put all the rest of your top. That gives the base a little extra time to crisp up, but putting it up. And yeah, that's Fox's homemade pizza. I want to eat. Oh, Chris says I want to eat Fox's homemade. Absolutely. Hannon says I have some serious trust issues with people I'm not friends with. That sounds like a good thing to have though, because the internet's full of some very unpleasant people. So yeah, you probably don't want to be too on the internet. Teddy says Karens are good with rage bait IRL or on the internet meter. I mean, yeah, I'm here for that. Really, I'd say no bully, but boomers kind of deserve it. Hannon says the IRL though, I am way too trusting. And yeah, maybe don't. They say same. But yeah, so some really good toppings for I found recently is feta cheese, some baby spinach, and avocado. So what I've been doing is like, I'll do that up to like what I described, and then some very finely sliced onion, as thin as you can get it. Scatter that on top, and then some mushroom, and then put that back in the oven. Let everything crisp up. Pull it out. Chuck on some feta cheese and some avocado. Put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes-ish, 10-15 minutes. Pull it out, scatter on some spinach, maybe some chopped tomatoes, and then you're done. It's a really good time. Chili, welcome! Oh, Chili, do you want to join us for Minecraft on the weekend? I don't know if you're in the Discord server, but yeah, if you're not, join us. Got an event set up. And yeah, if you want to come join us for Cobblemon, we're playing the Cobblemon mod for Minecraft. You'll need to get mod organizer. I can walk you through how to get everything installed if you like. And yeah, we're going to be catching Pokemons in Minecraft. It's going to be a good time. Hanon says, wait. Oh, no, that was the, okay, so that's the bot. When you do !Discord, it removes the message !Discord to keep the chat tidied up. He says, isn't that Rissy? No, Chompy and Chili Chomps are two different people. Chompy is Rissy, Chili Chomps is a different. Yes, we have two Chomps in chat. Oh, hang on. I know a place where we can get rid of some polygons. At the inside of these. You never see the inside faces of this. Get rid of these. Genius. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Delete faces. Back up here. Yeah, that's fine. The same for the tail, I think. Maybe not for the bit of a gap. We'll have to leave. Actually, hang on. Delete that. On here. Oh no, we can't. That. Okay, so now we're down to 66,000 polygons. Sorry, hang on, wait. Oh, we're down to 47,000. So we're at 5,000. 7, 8, 9. Gotten rid of 3,000 polygons just from tidying up those hands, and that's fantastic. Jump says, yeah, I'm in there. If I have the time, I will hop in. Awesome. Do let me know if you need help setting up the mod pack. It is again a mod pack that we're playing with. We're doing Cobblemon, Pokemon in Minecraft. We've tried it out a little, and it's really good fun. I'm very much looking forward to this. He says, I'm now getting to here. It's okay. You'll get the hang of it. Ike, welcome! Super big high. Ooh. Rolls a 10. I guess that's not a big high. I guess that's just a, a little high. Ray says, Chili Chomps is one person, Rissy Chomp is a different person. Yes. Although I'm terrible with names, so I understand why you might be screwed. Lily, I have sympathy. King says the dice are mad. Also, wait, Ike, yeah, the dice are a bit grumpy today. Chili Chomp says lots of chomps out there. Yeah, there is. Lots of chompers. He says, oh, Ike says wave. Oh, hi Ike, how you doing by the way? It says no thanks, I will not remember that. Chili Chomps, are we using Prism? No, we're using. Well, okay. So you can use a modern mod pack with Prism. Prism has a installer converter thing, so it doesn't matter if you use Prism Modrinth. Can't use Curse for because a lot of the mods aren't on Curse because apparently Curse has been doing really shady shit lately, and a lot of modders are very upset with them. So yeah, Prism you can use Modrinth mod packs are compatible with Prism. So, but they're not compatible with Curse. So yeah, Prism's okay, Modrin's okay, Curse Forge, unfortunately, not okay. So it says Bing Bong, welcome! I mean, thanks, Guzzy! Big hi! Anon says, goddamn, there is free 3D modeling software. Yeah. Blender's free 3D modeling software as well. What do you think this is? There's lots of amazing free software out there. Please don't subscribe to Adobe. Adobe's a trash company, full of trash people, and we hate them. Pay for that shit. Same with Unity. Unity's also trash. Unreal's okay. They make a good engine, but don't use Critter instead of Adobe stuff. Like Critter and Inkscape, and you know, there's free video software. Blender's actually really good video software. Ike says I repeated emoji because I ran out of his emotes. Yay! Hanon says I wish I had Blender. Goddamn, this school computer. Can you talk to your school about this? Because Blender's like, you know, a standard issue software. Like you should be able to talk to your school and say, hey, this is important software that would be really good for me to learn. Stop being dumbasses. Like they have no excuse not to let you install Blender on your computer. Chili Chomp says also, don't think there won't be repercussions for this. Oh, okay. We got another war starting in chat. Lee says, I gotta go now, but before I go, isn't Gray coming anymore? Gray's been really busy lately. They do stop by occasionally. They will probably come along for the Minecraft session. So, yeah. If you're free on the weekend, yeah. King says, radioactive. Ike says, Adobe. Yes, we hate Adobe. Grr. And Unity. Although, I have to use Unity regularly. But I don't like it. Pro says, I hate Adobe with pure passion. Good! Yes, let's have an Adobe hating session. Let's all sit in a circle and take it in turn saying how much we hate Adobe. Hanon says, Fox, I told you I can't get Blender or Critter. I can't use EXP or APK. Has to be a way around this. Chili Chomp says, oh my god, get out of here, Goober. Huh? Lily says, okay. Bye, Lily! Thank you so much for visiting! Good luck! Crow says, I don't lightly shout hate, but Adobe asked for it. Adobe really does ask for it. Yes. Ash. Chili Chomp says, what, you're not joking? Yeah, Lily's, not English first language. Yeah. They're really good with English, but it's not their first language, so they do struggle a little sometimes. King says, what you mean? I love eating uranium enchanted rocks. Also, King loves Mizuki is live in 10. Okay. The other chomp is known to be a grandpa figure. She's being silly to you. Oh, that's what they mean. Yeah. Yeah, so Chompy, Lily's got this whole family pretzel thing going on with, people in chat. Possibly being, yeah, possibly adopting people in chat. And Chompy is Lily's grandpa on the family thing. Family tree is very whack in this chat. Yeah, we tried drawing it out one time, and it just wound up looking like one of those crazy person conspiracy maps with like all the string attached everywhere. But yeah, just string going all over the place. But yeah, I think that's why they're calling you Grandpa, because you have Chomps in your name, and it sounds like Chompy, and yeah. Chili Chomp says, I thought you were saying that about your English. Jokingly pretend you didn't know what you were doing, but had the wrong Chomp entirely. I'm sorry. We were teasing each other. I think there was a bit of that. It's okay, Chili Chomps. You're good. I think they were just, I think it was a bit of both. King says, damn lucky I have a family tree with my son Doc. Yay! Hanon says, if I ever tried to follow my family tree, I'd end up with me jumping off a very tall bridge. You have a lot of tall bridges? Okay, so what collapse down? Still a little high. Actually, let's bring them back real quick. Oh, okay, so we're currently at 71,900. But 1,000 polys over budget. Just the ones that are. Remember, we've got to duplicate these wings. Nice. So, technically we're 13,000 polys. Kind of scrape 13,000 polygons from. Okay, well, hang on. The head is hidden by the hair. And yes. So we can get rid of basically all these faces. Yeah, we can get rid of these faces here, and it's not going to change anything. I think. Hang on. Hair base. Hair. Okay, not that one. But yeah, all these faces along here, get rid of, and it's not going to change. Chili Chomp says, I've been dad in so many places that I get called Grandpa as a joke often too. That's cute though. Ray says, Chili Chomps has a twin, confirmed. Being confused by each other, confirmed. Yes. Lily says, no, I didn't understand what you meant before, so you're good. Chili Chomp says, yeah, just a little. I'll get this slight kind of ribbing. Hanon says, may have found a software. Give me a minute. Good luck. Hopefully it's not that Blender software. I had a look on the store, and there was a very sussy looking Blender option that I did not like the look of. Hanon says, may have found, Lily says, okay, I guess. Billy Chomp says, you can call me whatever you like. That's my apology. Lily says, no thanks, I'm good. I'll call you by your name. Okay, and add the hair base again. So we can get rid of all of these, no problem, because it's all hidden by the hair. Separate this out into its own mesh, just in case we need this later. Body, skull, hide you. Okay, so that's okay. That's a good 1,000 polygons. That's good. a hair back. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Ad starting in 5 minutes. So I hope everyone's ready to. Billy says, and thanks for narrating Saga Sleepy. Anytime. As much as I can, for as long as I can, I would like to read out chat, mostly for the people who a struggle with English language, and people who are second screening us while they're working or doing stuff, so they can still be part of the conversation, and also just to make sure people are heard and people feel seen and validated. But yes. It is getting harder and harder to keep up with chat, but I will do my best for as long as I can. Bro says, hard heart, Minecraft Common is so close, I dream of it. Me too, I'm very hyped for it. I broke it. I broke the server just before we started the stream, trying to add some more features. But I should have it fixed before, have it figured out before weekend. Bro says, for Goldboy Gym Leader I want to be. It's going to be a while until we have people becoming gym leaders. You got plenty of time to figure it out. You are gonna need to build a gym before you can be a gym leader, so yeah, no rush. I'd actually put like a hard cap on people becoming gym leaders for like till like session 3 or 4. So we don't want to rush things. Lily says, anyway, I'm leaving. Bye, Lily. Thank you so much. King says, back. What ha? A lot? Ha? Welcome back, King. Bro says, see ya, Lily. Take care. Chili Chomp says, that's a lot of consideration. Good on you. Thank you. Ocean says, I need inspiration for an alternative history pack. I'm dry. Oh, okay. I mean, normal history is pretty wacky. I'm just trying to think of something that would make it even whack. Even more whack. That's a question that really gets my almonds cooking. Lily says, huggies for you all. Bye, Lily! Love you! Good luck out there! Can see you again soon! He says, yo! Ray says, cannibalism, but they're very... Oh! Cannibalism, but they're very civilized about it. What? Actually, so, Osrian, are you there? I feel a rant coming on, but I don't want to, like, rant at you only for you to come back in 10 minutes and say, hey, I'm back, what'd I miss? Chili Chomp says, I think I'm gonna lurk with my texturing attempt. Oh, you're doing 3D modeling? Not contributing well today. How many triangles are you down and how many to go? Okay, so you're currently at... Okay, so for the body, we started at 50,000, and now we're down to 46,700, which is good. But for the whole thing, all up, including the wings, because we want to have 3 sets of wings, we're currently at 82,000. And I would very much like to get it down to 70. And, oh boy, I think we started like 100,000. So the fact that we've gone it all the way down to 82... Wait. No, not 100,000. I think we're at like 130,000. So the fact that we've got it down from the eyes yet? No. I'm waiting on something for the eyes, but hopefully we'll be on the getting onto the eyes very soon. The Austrian says, I'm... a rock, sir. This is a Ronald McDonald. But yeah, Chompy, you said, before you do lurk, hang on, wait, I think I'm gonna lurk with my... Wait, do you mean you're gonna lurk in chat to do texturing? Or you're gonna lurk your texturing to hang out in chat? Very confused about what's going on here. Ocean says, may I have your order? Well, anyway, Osrian, much about, like, the Dune universe. Days since Fox has brought up Dune, counter is reset to 0. I'm sorry. I have a problem. Gray says, may I have a baguette? I will warn you, Osrian. Crow is very, very picky about their baguettes. They must come from a trash can. It's an odd requirement, but it is what it is. King says, "May I have a nuclear bomb?" Osrian says, "Yes." Chili Chomp says, "I'm attempting to texture the and will remove myself from the chat, but I'll keep up." Oh, I see. Okay, well, good luck. And Chili, if you have any questions or are looking for any feedback or anything like that for your model, please do ask. Like, I'm currently doing 3D modeling, so if you have any questions about 3D modeling, please. I might have some ideas, and yeah, I'd love to show you what I know, if anything I can share. But yeah, any questions at all? I do the rigging, I do the texturing, I do the UV unwrapping, I do the modeling, I do the polyculling. It's all there. Rose says, "I've seen Fox help in the Discord chat room." Says yummy. Yes. Osrian says, "I got a KFS ad about burgers." Yes. Kentucky Fried Steaks? Hannon says, "I'm going seeing which software works best for me." There's plenty of like free CAD software out there. I think Google has a like a web-based 3D modeling solution you might want to give a go. They're probably an ad. Wait, hang on, do you get ads? Dun, 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 dun. Tail is currently 9,000 polygons. That's way too much. We've really got to pull down the polygon count on the tail. Hanon says, oh wait. Like it's a really detailed and kind of a fixture of the model. This sort of spinal tail, but yeah, crunching so hard for polygons right now. So I'm gonna have to very hard at. Tail is actually an array of these little fellas. So it's an array modifier and a curve modifier. So it's taking. Actually, here's something cool. This will probably be good, but if I move the curve around. Or if I if I move the curve around, it flexes the tail, which is a cool feature. That's because we've got two modifiers on these little tailbone nuggets. We've got an array, which just duplicates it all along the length while stretching each individual one out a little and scaling it down. And then we've got a curve modifier that takes each of these sprayed out bones and curve. Damn. Hanon's Chili Chomp says, "I need to rewatch a few videos just to start again. I know I want to try to do the 2D painting look, where all the 3D objects avatar look like 2D painted things, but change the camera and the lighting. I think painting a normal map is the method I can use." Yeah. So there's some really good free software that will take painted or photos and convert them into normal maps. Yeah, normal maps is definitely the way to go. If you break up your layers, for example, if you're like painting like a wood texture, if you take the darker sections of the wood texture and then just so for example, Critter, I know I come stock with a normal map filter, and it'll convert a height map. Freddy, welcome. Oh wow, 22. Hi, hello. Sorry, I'll just finish yapping it, Shelly. So it'll take a height map, which is kind of like black means low, white means high, and it'll convert that into a normal map. And then you can apply that to your model, and yeah, that'll look phenomenal. But yes, Freddy, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing, buddy? Hi, I'm Sleepy Fox. I'm a 3D modeler, content creator, blah, 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 blah. How's the stream, Freddy? How'd the painting go? Did you get much done with your little Trench Crusade buddies? We're actually just talking, alternate history with, Osrian. And Trench Crusade is currently my favorite alternate history universe. It's such a mood. So beautiful. Oh, also, we're working on an angel today, so I guess that kind of fits Freddy's vibe. But yeah, how'd the stream go? And thank you so much for the raid. King says, is the Freddy... Freddy says, I'm good, thank you. I got a bunch done. All 3 of my bodies painted and inked. Awesome. Man, you are very productive. I wish I could have stuck around for more of a, update on... Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Turbo Husky. Oh, Turbo Ice Husky. I love that name. And I had a friend had a husky, and every time we had like a LAN party or something at their place, I spent like 90% of my time with that dog. Huskies are the best. I love huskies. Oh man, when I finally get a place. Okay, so I'm currently in Australia. Not a very humane place to own a husky, for obvious reasons. So I can't really own one where I am. But I would love to move somewhere cooler today. And when I do, I'd love to get myself a husky. Huskies are so sweet. And they're like the poster child for ADHD. At least in my experience. Freddy says, nice music. And people. I had a good time. Wonderful. Jelly Chump says, I'm not familiar with that. Texturing is where I know little about the workflow. I'll come back to another time after I do learning, so you don't have to teach me anything. I don't mind teaching. But you know, if that's how you feel most comfortable learning, go for it. Learn your way. The most important thing about learning a new skill is learning how to learn, and what learning works best for you. Turbo City says, hey, what's up, Sleepy Fox in chat? It's great to be here. Oh, lovely to have you. Turbo City says, oh, thank you. Freddy says, hi, Turbo. King says, hi, Hucky loves to yap. In my language, Fox hearts yapping. Chili Chomp says, thank you for the reminder about that. I think this might be better. Okay. Turbo says, yay! That would be awesome. Turbo says, hi, Freddy. King says, by the way, join my family and do... Yeah. But yeah, we're, for the new folks, we're currently working on a VTuber avatar. And we're putting in the hours, try and get the poly count down to the point where it fit into VR chat. And this is a big ask, my goodness. I just realized something. So, when the wing... So the idea is she's going to have 3 sets of wings. One set's going to be for flying. So this is based on like the biblically accurate descriptions of angels. The seraphim have 6 sets of wings. 1 set's covering their eyes, 1 set's covering their feet, 1 set's used for flying. I want to do a similar thing with this, except, you know, hang on. Let me grab the concept art. Here we go. So she's got 1 set that's used for flying, and then the other 2 sets are used for clothing, like the biblically accurate descriptions. I've got a couple of variations here. The idea is that they're rigged so they can move around at scale and shift places. I was just thinking, for a lot of these, you can't see the back faces of them. So I can clear out maybe half the poly count of at least the top one. And that'll bring down the amount of polygons we need to worry about a lot. Orison says, I need to go watch the stream of my cult leader. Bye, guys. Oh, bye, Ozrin. Oh, and come back sometime. I would love to rant to you about my idea for a alternate history planet thing. But maybe when you can focus, because it seemed like you were a bit distracted, so I didn't want to go on a big old rant. Only not to be heard. That's very upsetting. King says, by the way, King says, bye, make sure to spread the Sleepy Fox cult. I think Ozrian's probably the person to do it. But yeah, so there's. Right, shifty again. Back a little. And yeah, so go to edit mode on. Yeah, we can get rid of all the inside faces. Delete this. These inner ones be a much lower poly than the flying one by a lot. So this is genius. This is big news. This is huge news. I like these. Getting the gonna have to just select it from here. Get along the extra careful to do. Get. King says, "Where are you?" Wait, where? Oh, King Hannah says, "Gotta go for now." Good luck, Hannah. Sorry, Hannon. Yes, that's all. The face. Oh, says, "See you." King says, "Good luck, though." Yes, good luck. I mean, sorry, thank you. Go front, and if we do a selection, will this grab? It's grabbed a bunch of the back face. Okay, so that strategy isn't gonna work. But we can go through and actually, hang on, we've got to make two versions. So the lower cape set doesn't need back face. Still needs back face on these lower wings. It's gonna be our. It's gonna be our lower set. It goes around the waist, but the upper set doesn't need, I think, inside faces. Okay, all right, that's good. So we are now down to 80,000. 80,000. Got 10 to go. We are so close to meeting our objective and still having all these amazing features. King Pro says, "See you." King says, "Where will you see him?" Sussy face. Say, yep, bet. Ah. So there is a thing we can do. It's kind of cheaty. Turbo Husky says, "Thank you for the warm welcome. Your work is very nice, Sleepy. I'm gonna be lurking. Gotta study for the finals." Ooh, okay. Good luck for the finals. I hope you do well, buddy. We're all rooting for you. Gray, hello. Oh, great. Lily was asking about you just a little while ago. Lily made a random appearance, and they were, yeah, they were asking where you were. So, I'll have to let them know that you appeared not long after they left. And yeah, so if you want to say hi to Lily, I can maybe relay a message next time they jump on. They said they were gonna try and make it to the weekend session when we're doing the Cobblemon thing. I don't know, maybe you can catch them then. Kat says, "Hi, Gray." King again. Gray says, "Hi, Lily." Oh, no, Lily's gone. Lily was here, but then they had to go. But yeah, they did say they were asking about you. So yeah. So there is a trick we can do with VR chat. So VR chat is kind of dumb. Okay, VR chat is really. It has a poly count limit, but it doesn't care about double facing, which is dumb as heck. So we can have these feathers be hollow on the inside, and then just have and be double-sided. It means that the lighting black on the inside face, but that's okay, especially for the like sections of the bottom parts of like the cape and things that are gonna be mostly inside faces anyway. That's absolutely fine. And these are gonna be hassled. Oh wait, I think I already. Yeah, I did already get them. But yeah, great. How you doing? King says it's a Oh, great. That says Bro and Chaos and King shipping us. Good luck. King says, yeah, it's a great ship name. Kraos. Gray says, I was very sick for the last 3 days. Oh dear, so I was names, but I have returned. Welcome back. Sound like a Pokemon name. That's exactly what I said. Great minds, I guess. That though. Barely any changes, which is exactly what I want to see. And just previously mentioned, get rid of this. Alright, so we are at 77,472 polygons. This is so close to our target. I can smell it. Can you smell that? Osrian says, I'm back, because I was wondering if you can raid my cult leader. He has 2 on Twitch. Well, yeah, I can definitely take a look. You maybe send a... Oh, sorry, this is getting all clogged up. Could you send a link either via Whisper or here in chat or somewhere? Burley says, well, look who it is. Hi, Burley! Yeah, so close to hitting our goal of 7,000 polygons. Currently at 77,472. Gray says, looking forward to my team with Emu. Oh, okay, so great, about that. The mod pack has a mod in it, or a data pack, that extends out the number of starter Pokemon, so you can have Eevee as a starter. Also got another mod that allows for Pokemon breeding. So if you can just find one more Eevee out in the wild, of a different gender to the one you start with, which is the hard part, you can actually, yeah, breed them. And you can get a full party of Eevees that way. It's a big job, it's a lot of work, but because Eevees are very rare. But if you can manage it, yeah, you can absolutely have a party of Eevees. Belly says, I knew Freddy had raided the moment they had time to respond to my stinky meat. Fair enough. Crow said, same. I even dreamed of... Oh, yes. I'm very much looking forward to the Cobblemons. Gray says, normal plus dragon, probably. Oh, Crow says, yeah. Gray says, I didn't get the chance to expect the mod pack yet. If you have any problems with installing it, getting it set up, all that, let me know. I'd be happy to walk you through. And do give it a go on single player first, just to make sure your settings are working, just so, I can, get all the questions out of the way. So if you have time, give it an install, and have a go with it, see if it works before the day. That'll mean less troubleshooting for me to have to deal with on the day. That would be very much appreciated. And then, you can send me a DM if you have any problems. Grace says, I'll always find a way, or no, you can hide from me. But yeah. got Cobble breeding and massively increased starter Pokemon. So you can start off with an Eevee, and yeah, you can absolutely live out your dream of being an Eevee farmer. Oh, okay, they're playing an interesting game. Sorry, we're close. Interesting. Alright, yeah. We're still an hour out from our usual raid time, but yeah. If they're still at it, give it a go. Like Black White Dragon? That type? That a dog type? Ray says, I'll always find. Oh. King says. Hanon says, yeah. Says, Ray says, BRB, good luck. Says, okay, I'll trust you for now. Hanon says, but yeah, so we need to cull 7,000 polygon. I think we can do this. We're on the home stretch. Probably get a few out of this inner arm here. So I do like how detailed that is. Okay, I need to watch his stream. Bye bye. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out. Another peek at the feet. Yeah, I think the feet are about as good as they're gonna get. King says, bye, love you, Aussie. That's a nice nickname for them, Aussie. You love Aussie. That is, they're gonna get. The hand? Out of the hands? Possibly? Like, okay, so we can tear this down, I think. Collapse this down. Every poly counts at this point, so let's do it. Right, apart from that, we're very pressed places we can French polys. Okay, let's just go ahead and collapse all these. Yep, no difference. Collapse. Collapse. Alright, we've gone from 77.4 to 77.2. Every little counts. I'm not coping, you're coping. King says, hold on, I have to keep my streams. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Say hi to Mizuki for me. Oh, we can definitely collapse these two. Yeah, these aren't doing anything. Collapse these. Actually, no. I collapse these. Merge to this bit here. Pass. Yep. Okay, 7.2. Guzzy, welcome back. How you doing? Alright, so we're finally gonna have to... Alright, let's get in these palms. Back of the hand. Heidi's, I think, gonna get. Scurzy says, I'm chilling on a windowsill. The birds are loud as fuck. Oh, yay! Happy burbs. What about you, Crow? Are you a happy bird? I hate how messy these arms have gotten, but it works, so we're gonna end. That's not a problem. Kinda need this section in the wrist. Actually, I like to. Right? No, scale inside. Bit more of a flare here. Flare out. Scale and Z. So, it says no crow. Sadly, crows kind of disappeared. Oh, and guess your tank just was. Yeah, I misclicked at something. Accidentally dragged these down. That. Yeah, says, how you doing today, Fox? I'm doing well. My throat's a little bit sore. It's holding up, but I'm a bit worried about it. Aside from that, things are going well. How about you, Chaos? How you doing? Collapse these down, and then continue that all the way down here. Collapse. Saves a little. Yeah, no change. Okay, so we're down to 77. Down from 78 to 77. Progress is being made. As he rolls to hug the chaos, they get an 8 and a 5, so that's a 5 with the. Oh well. I'm sure they appreciated the attempt. Under the arm. The arms are pretty neat. Chaos says not doing that well mentally. I don't know what's wrong. Buddy. Says I forgot to give the. Hey, maybe a cookie will help. Hannah says I'll cast 5. Um, you know what? I'll give that a pass, Crow. Everyone gets a cookie. Cookies for everyone. Yay! Ray says lack of sun/sleep does that to me. Oh, I haven't seen the sun in nearly a year. How long have I been streaming for? That's how long I haven't seen the sun for. I don't have a problem with that. Otherwise, I'd be a mess. But I do get very grumpy without any sleep. So, I definitely vibe with that. Get vitamin D. Blushes. Much of vitamin D. Blushes harder. over here trying to give me the D and wondering why I'm blushing. Okay, that doesn't actually help with that polycount issue, but I do like how this next looking now. Chaos says, was quite a bit outside this week. Past 2 days, I had a really good sleep too. Oh, wonderful. I mean, got that going for you. Oh, some work. Tail? Yeah, the tail is 90,000 polygons. Oh, 7,000, but it helps. No, I think how does slow go and still being able to keep some semblance. Cannon says, gotta go again. Good luck! Jingle, Chompy, welcome! Abyss Dweller says, I mean, vitamin D is good for improving. It is. So I've heard. Um, I've been told. Chaos says, yes, Chompy, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about Pokemons a little while ago. Alan says, I gone for the next 3 days? Hi, Chompy. Oh, okay, well, good luck with whatever you're off with. Sorry to see you go, but wishing you all the best. Says, hi, Chompy. Chaos says, hello, Chompy. Chaos says, sup, Chompy. Chompy says, if only we got some of that tasty sun here in the Nordics. You see, this is why I kind of want to move to Scandinavia. Because y'all don't have any sun anyway. And I never see the sun, so I'm not going to miss it. Like, I'm not going to miss not having any sun. It's not going to make any difference to me. Like, Scandinavia is kind of the perfect place for me. Okay, so... yeah, we're not going to be able to pull any polygons out of this tail. The tail's about as efficient as I think it could possibly be. As it says, I don't want to see sun. Sun is hot. Sun sucks. We hate the sun. Chompy says, hi, y'all. But, yeah, we get, like, months with nice sun, then darkness. Oh, man, I love darkness. And cold. God, I sound so edgy. On the edgy skin. We're being all edgy. There we go. Edgy skin. Haha! Dark Fox. Wah wah wah. Pro says, to be fair, Australia has the sunniest continent, so you might just get it with or without sun exposure. Yeah, sun's so strong I can get like a tan from moonlight. Pro says, I love the sun when I'm hiking. If I'm not in nature, I hate the sun. I mean, I usually go hiking at night. It's nice to have a full moon when you're hiking. Chaos says, can reduce the polygons in the spine since it's covered up. The spine's not even there. Yeah, I've completely removed the spine. I guess there's pipes here, but how many polygons is that? Oh, that's about 1,000. That's cool. But yeah, that is definitely an option, but it's not like yeah, it's not quite enough to solve our problem. Crow says solar energy would be great in Australia. I think, but it would be, and we are trying to set stuff up like that. But the problem isn't so much the energy efficiency of the panels. It's two things. It's one, the upfront investment of setting up solar power plants, and two, one huge thing that everyone's always forgetting about, the infrastructure to get the power from the places where it's produced, places where it's used. And we don't have that. Like, all the places that are ideal for setting up solar power plants in Australia, because Australia's so spread out and so remote and so rural, there's very little power infrastructure to get the energy produced from the places where solar panels are, like solar farms are ideal, to the places where it's going to be needed. We have a lot of government programs to try and encourage people to install solar panels on their roofs, which is ideal. Like, I really do think that everyone should have a solar panel on their roof. There's no reason not to have it. But yeah, yeah, we are working very hard on it. It's slow going, but yeah, a lot of people have solar panels on their roofs here. But in terms of like industrial scale solar power, either solar, because solar thermal is kind of brilliant, but because there were a bunch of like early foibles with setting up power plants that lost a whole heap of money. Nobody, welcome, hello. A lot of people are kind of sussy on solar thermal, which I think is very unfortunate. But yeah, we've got really good solar thermal. We've got really good tidal energy. We've got some excellent, especially where I am, we've got some excellent wind farm prospects. But yeah, it's because we're so isolated and spread out and remote, picking all these things up is really tricky. Tidal energy? No, tidal. Tidal is in like the tide comes in and out. You know, water, the ocean. You can set up sort of like pontoons. Yeah, tide. Like these floating pontoons, and as they go up and down, they kind of like, you know, draw energy. Water as it's coming in and out. But yeah, we're very big on renewable energy here, which is ironic because we produce so much coal and uranium, and we export buckets of the stuff, but we don't use any of it. We got no interest in using it. We'll just go straight to China, and they just burn it all up. Yeah, yeah, we are doing our best here in Australia, but it's tricky. It's a lot of considerations that, you know, people just assume you just pop down a. It's this isn't wait, you're Australian? I am. I'm very Australian, and yes, it is 4 a.m. here because I am a night dweller. I haven't seen the sun in years. Nobody says my brain isn't working. Hey, no brain workers club. Let's go. I'm feeling pretty cooked as well. I mean, you did awesome work with that fish plushie. Nobody. So, you know, I think you deserve a bit of a brain rod session. Also, I love that emote with the like, what's it? Leah loading. Adorable. I love that. Uh, but yeah, so we are so freaking close to hitting our target. Gone from like 115 way down to 77,000. This is insane. This is like, you know, well over a quarter of the poly count. Put it down. I'm quickly running out of places to pull polygons from. I've used just about every trick in the book that I know of, at least. Aside from normal mapping, which might be the next thing to do. This says, is it true that Australia has scary spiders? I have no idea. Okay. Before I start on the spider story, no shame. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna like sass you, and I will literally block/time out anyone who does. But if anyone here has like arachnophobia issues with spider stories and that one, it's okay. Please do let me know, and I can tell a different story. I'm scared of the crabs on the trash. Just nobody says, I'm gonna nap soon. I appreciate you, folks. Yay! We appreciate you too, nobody. Have a good nap. Naps are awesome. Naps are very underrated. We love a good nap. Yes. Have a good rest, nobody. I'll see you around. And yeah, we appreciate you too. We're very much appreciated. Well, anyway, since no one's putting their paws up for making me sending a cease and desist on the spider stories, we actually have an event. It's kind of like an Australian server-wide event where every couple of years we have it literally rains spiders. So there's this species of spider, and they do a similar thing to cicadas, where they all kind of like they breed at the same time. They're all synced up with when they release their eggs, so that two of them get eaten. It's like a just oversaturate the system kind of thing. And what they'll do is they'll make their little spider cocoons, and they'll die, as spiders do. What'll happen is when the egg cocoons hatch and all little spiders crawl out, they'll do this really nifty trick where they'll send out a long strand of silk. And because they're so tiny when they're little babies, silk will actually pick up the wind, and they'll get carried away. Like if they were like, you've seen hair flying in the wind, or like straw, grass or something. They'll do a similar thing, and so they'll just get carried away, and they'll just fly through the air, and you wind up with just absolute clouds of these spiders wafting through the air, and then they'll just kind of like they'll come in from like the bushland, and then they'll drop onto like urban areas, and you just have like this one day every couple of years where everything's covered with silk and spiders. Horrible. They're not poisonous or anything. They're mostly just a nuisance, but it's it's horrifying the first time you experience it. Gray says it's raining cats and dogs, but instead spiders. Yeah, exactly. We also have something called the funnel web spider. Now, this is a spider. If you have large hands like me, it's about hand size. But if you have like for the ladies, maybe put two of your hands together. That's about how big this thing is. And this thing is so full of hate and malice for everything that exists that it can only be considered something that, like, the only logical explanation is that it literally crawled out of hell. It has venom that'll kill you in like 2 minutes flat. It's aggressive as all heck. It's huge. It is fast. And worst of all, cats are immune to its venom. So what happens in a lot of places is the cats will do cat things, and they'll see the spider and be like, oh, look, a present! They'll go up, the spider will like give it a bit of a nip, and of course, cats, for some reason, are immune. So it's just like, ow, that hurt. Oh well. Get the spider, and it'll take it to its owner's house, and then drop it inside, like they do with like birds and stuff. But of course, the spider, faking dead, immediately wakes up inside the human house and just immediately chooses violence, because it is very upset by this situation. And then proceeds to kill humans. So yeah, we have this very odd situation where cats doing cat things are bringing incredibly venomous spiders into human homes. They're trying to help. Like, I don't think the cats are trying to kill people, but it happens. King says, back! Suki says hi. Okay, you just missed the spider story. Yes, we do have some rather ridiculous spiders. Okay. I have a saying that I'm quite fond of. I'm pretty sure I coined this. Of the world's 15 most dangerous snakes, we have 13 of them. And then we have spiders that will eat those snakes. That's how bad things are getting here. Please send help. King says, what that on the screen? Where's my fox? This is Fox. What, you don't recognize me? Bro says, I die in your country. I mean, you get used to it. Okay, I like this. We need the sage here. Can't get rid of that. I feel like there's a little bit too much tail in here. But yeah, for all the drama, it's actually not that bad. King says, what country down under is not real? Oh shit, it's under us. Yep, you called it, King. I'm sorry I lied to you, chat. Australia isn't real. We made it up. We thought it was funny. It was a joke. It was a joke. But then, you know, people kept believing us, so we had to keep up appearance. King says Fox. Wherever he is saying it's not. He's right. I'm secretly in, I don't know, what else is England, I guess? I guess we have a similar accent to the English. Can I get rid of the backs of the... I think there's back here. That is... Hang on. King's back. So it's something I've been into. Oh yeah. King says what I missed. We got a big old raid. Ray came back. Nobody stopped by. I told a couple of stories about Australian shenanigans. I think that was it. Yeah, it says back to PC now. Good luck! Okay, so I was gonna look at getting rid of these eyes. Like, really wanted to have these animated, but 1,000. Okay, so they're about 1,000 polygons up, which is a bit. No, I think we are gonna need to have eyes modeled in. I'm gonna need them on the outside for the clothing link. Abyss Dweller says, I feel like Australia would give me a heart attack. Also, on an unrelated note, need to run. I made pizza. Oh, I also made pizza. Hey, pizza gang, let's go. Wow, we got a lot of pizza havers here. Good luck with the pizza. Inburn. Last dude, welcome. Hi, last dude. Back. How you doing, buddy? Oh, how goes progress on your model? King says is the using this angel with a full thing. Like, I don't know. King, would you have another crack at that? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. That's what he says. Doing well. Be messing with shade notes and letter. Ooh. Like, Like this? Hopefully your shader nodes are more organized than mine. I tend to just throw things at the problem until it almost works. Yeah, this is my idea of shader nodes. It's not good. You definitely want to use nodes and make sure everything's like segregated properly. King says, or like, and not showing the model as like you, and not showing the model as much. Lossy. Oh, um, so the VTuber in question does a lot of VR chat stuff. So yes, you will be able to see a lot of the body some of the time when they're in VR chat, and that's what we're making this for. That's why we need the 70,000, because 70,000 is what's required for a good performance model. And that's why I'm working so hard to try and hit that target. So I can get that green check mark. It's not really critical, because again, it's a VTuber, so they don't need to have it, but it's more of a, like, as a pride, I guess. And it's also a good target to hit, because then it'll run, I can be sure it'll run efficiently on their system, blah blah blah. It's, yeah. But yeah, when they're using it for VR chat, it will be waist down a lot of the time. Masudu says, nah, I'm not worried. Enjoying the shade of spaghetti. Okay. I definitely recommend against it, though. King says, is this person a female? It is a female. Or at least, they identify as a female? I don't know, I've never really checked up. I don't know if, I guess? Says, hi, I'm King. Says, oh, I can stop saying human. Man. Man. And woman. Like, I mean, if we could just get rid of this tail. Oh my god, okay, the tail gets us to 67,000. Kinda need the tail though, because it looks baller as heck. But bring down the number of edges of this level. Oh, we can. Okay, so I think that's brought down our polycount a little. King says since nobody... Huh? Nobody... I kinda have to ask, what is someone's gender? I mean, you can just say they. But, alright. I just try gender ambiguous terms until it comes up. Kinda a habit I've gone into. How's there so many... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hold on. This is 2,000 polygon. When the subdivs are off. here. Oh, okay, no, that's right. So there's 20 of these nuggets. Wait, how is this 100 polygons? It's not 100 polygons. What the heck's going on? This. You're trying to tell me this is... Oh, 100 triangles. 61. Maybe it's 61 paces? Chaos says, for me it's a bonus that in Hungarian we don't have he, she, it's just general. Oh, okay, that is handy. Grace says, I returned! And installing the mod pack now. Good luck! Since when Fox went black? Oh, I don't know, I was being edgy, so I thought I'd use the edgy skin. Chaos is attempting to hug Gray, they fail miserably. No hugs for Gray, oh well. King says, Grayos at its peak. This isn't 60 polygon. This is not 60 faces. Is it? Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, okay, maybe it is faces. God damn it. I hate maths. Why you like this? Okay, so there's no getting around the fact that this is 2,000 polygons. Wait, 9,000? Yeah, there's no getting around the fact that this... Greg says the subtitle, this isn't a sexy polygon, those are very... This is very unsexy polygon. Chaos says, I just bet the Grey and said, yeah, you know what? Take fate into your own hands. Don't let dice decide what you do. Take control. Be the change you want to see in the world. Don't let the dice dictate your actions. They're just grumpy little grumpy bums. And where am I gonna pull 6,000? Like the tail, obviously. And 9,000 polygons for a tail. I've never had a tail be 9,000 polygons. I think the tails on the furry model are only like 1,000? Like 2,000? Ray says, hearing a DM say that is concerning. What? He says, King, don't push the question. If they don't answer, that's okay. Just let it go. Please do not nag people about this sort of thing. If they don't want to answer, that's okay. I think we can pull a couple of polygons from... Oh wait, we don't even have the lowest spine anymore. Dang. Cal says, it kind of amazes me that some people basically roll nat 20 on IRL luck. Yeah. Oh, okay, so Gray, when they said hearing a DM say that is concerning about the don't let the dice decide what you're doing. Yeah, but this is IRL. The dice decide what you do in the game. Don't let the dice decide your fate IRL. Gray says my turn now. Chaos, they roll a 5 and a 4. My goodness, that's it. I think it's getting worse. I don't know what y'all have done to piss the dice off so much, but I don't know. Maybe you should apologize? Maybe just try saying sorry. Have you tried saying sorry to the dice? Process, if you hate me, dice, go low. Oh, okay. They went low and high. I think that's you know? I think that's a you know. I think that's a very decisive you know. Chaos says, can I maybe cuddle the Gray? 15 and a 7. I think that's a pause. Barely. Gray says, dice can eat dirt. Hug Chaos now. Yes! Oh, nat 20. Wait, who got the nat 20? I think Gray got a... I think Gray got the nat 20 on the dice can eat dirt, hug Chaos now. I guess the dice like it when you talk dirty to them. Who'd have thought it? Says Gray hugged hard. Yay! Extra hugs. Gray says the dice is very capital. I mean, we gotta get those box paw sinks in somehow. Y'all are getting too many tails. Tail economy is just out of control. The hair's about as efficient as it's gonna get, I think. Yeah, the hair, we've already tied up the hair. Not getting any more polygons out of that. The face is... That's all good. The hand, we've really culled down as much as I think we can get away with. Yeah, at this point, the only way we're going to be able to get rid of any more polygons is by removing the tail. Bruce says, I have a 57k tail. What? Chaos says, 107k? Oh, you tails. Wow, Chaos is really banking those tails. King says, what? You know what? I don't care. Okay. Bro says 200? Chaos is a... Yeah. Chaos is the sugar daddy of the server, officially. If anyone needs foxtails, you know where to go. Chaos says the watch streak bonuses do add up over that. Oh, do they multiply? Goodness. Crow says, I see. King says, I only have one because I use M-tails. Chaos says, I guess my current watch streak over 200? Over 9,000? I mean, I'd have to call hacks if it was over 9,000. 109. Ooh, to 200. Oh, wait, does that mean... That means the, Sorry, does that mean the... Rain... Right now. I think I'm just... What's going on with my throat at the moment. Does that mean the, problem on stream will be for 200? There it is. Oh no, okay, so... Oh, tomorrow's the emote stream. That'll be your 200. Oh wait, Crow did guess 200. That is really close. Yes. Oh crap. Oh. I don't be here for much. I up again. Getting very uncomfortable. Actually, this is really bad. I need to wrap things up. Very not good. Sorry, folks. We're gonna have to, wrap things up a little early. Really struggling right now. Trying to get into a position where I can talk. Ow. Okay. I think I have enough space. I have enough words to get the sign off done. Are you okay? No, very no. I'll be in the Discord after this, but I will not be talking. I think I'm gonna be mute gang until the next stream. Cool. Yes, thank you so much everyone for coming along. It was really fun. We got a lot done. We're gonna be raiding Mihati, which is Wolzerian's friend. They suggested them. They were very insistent that we give them a raid. Tomorrow we're going to be working on emotes. I have a few ideas of emotes that I really want to make. If you have any ideas for Fox emotes, particularly static ones, like we're out of animated slots, but we do have a couple of static slots that is non-animated that we fill up. If you have any ideas, do bring them along. But yeah, very special thanks to Freddy for the big raid. That was a big raid. Lots of fun. And remember, we have Minecraft. So if you're not on the Discord, consider giving us a join. And the all the stuff's up there. If you have any trouble with installing it, send me a DM. I'd be happy to help you get it figured out. But yeah, sorry we've got to cut things early. My throat feels like it's about to come to pieces. But yes, thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks to my amazing moderators, Chaos, and also now Crow. Thank you so much for agreeing to help out with the moderation stuff, Crow. I really do appreciate it. Even if you're not really like doing anything, it's just very nice to know that I have that backup, that support, that safety net, someone just to be there in case things go wrong. Thank you very much, my moderators, Chaos and Crow. Your work is very much appreciated. Yes, Crow is mod. I'll shoot any rascals. Yes, the Rascalnator. But yeah, so tomorrow is emojis, and the day after is the big day, the big Minecraft event. So again, consider giving the mod pack a download and install it and have a crack at it in single player just to make sure everything works. That'll be less things for us a day. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming along. I love you all. You're amazing, and I will see you next time. Yes. Oh, and Skulk Raid is the thing we drop, I think, for now. Anyway, bye!
Oh, and the lady Skiras painter said, "Hello, hello, thank you, Sleepy Fox, for the raid. Hello, True Chaos. Skull raid, you say? Hello, hello, King. Hello, Grey. Hello, Kuro.